not defending myself with people. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and it's really early. Today I decided to wake me up super early, and I just put it back to sleep, and then I was just there laying on my bed on my phone, and I was like, okay, I need to be productive. I've been disliking lately that I'm just on my phone so much. So I'm like, okay, maybe I should just go and get myself put together before he gets up, because usually when he wakes up, I'm like a whole mess and I'm like rushing and stuff like that. So I'm like, okay, maybe I should go wash my hair, put on some, like a nice top or something, and film something. So for today's video, I'm just gonna talk to you guys about my, I guess, new mom regrets. And I don't like saying that just because it sounds really harsh, but that's kind of what it is. But if we want to call it something else, I guess it'll be things that I would change or do differently next time. Like, obviously we're not trying, but like we want other kids in the future. Let's call it that instead. I think that sounds a little bit better. But if you're not subscribed to my channel, don't forget to subscribe, hit that notification bell. That way you guys will always be notified of my new videos. And don't forget to comment and like. All right, so I'm not gonna make this super long. I'm trying to make this video short, I think. I do want to start out by saying that we are also different, and this is not going to be the case for you. These are not going to be your regrets or things that you want to change because you probably did them or you probably don't need them. So these are just things maybe to just help each other as new moms. And also something that I would like to hear when I was a new mom is that, you know, don't compare yourself to every mom out there. Don't compare your baby to other babies. And just know that we're all doing our best. We are exactly what our babies need. Don't think that your baby will be better off with somebody else. Like, oh, I'm not knowledgeable, I don't know anything. No, just know that you're exactly what that baby needs. God put you guys together for a purpose and for a reason. And I'm a huge believer in that. Yeah, these are just things that I wish people would have told me. Like, people just tell us like, okay, you're not gonna sleep again. They're expensive. Those two things are like the main things, but I'm like, there has to be more things. So yeah, let's get started. The first thing that I regret, well, I have 20 things. I'm gonna try to say them really fast and not go crazy. And I have my coffee here with my mug. Sorry I look a little crazy, right? My ojeras are, yeah. Okay, so the first thing that I would like to do differently next time when I have another baby is swaddling. I know this is super controversial and stuff like that, but I feel like swaddling would have made our sleep training or everything so much better, because if you guys know, babies have the moral reflex. So I'll put like a picture or I'll describe it somewhere, and Isaac had it really bad and we could not swaddle him because he had shoulder issues. So we were told not to do that when he was like a month old. You guys know that. And just made everything so much harder. Like, we couldn't swaddle him and he had the moral reflex. So all night he would just be like this. He'll wake himself up. And yeah, it's not fun not be able to swaddle a baby who has really bad moral reflex, because those take a long time to go away. Isaac still has a little bit, and he's 7 months and like 2 weeks. So that made sleep training horrible and a lot of stress that as a new mom I did not need. So yeah, we regret not swaddling, but we couldn't swaddle, so we really had no choice. And the next thing is not defending myself with people. Our family members, our friends, they want to help us out, they want to give us advice, but sometimes the advice just comes out wrong. It comes out as crazy. And when you have a baby already for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 months, you kind of learn a lot along the way. And for people to just make you feel like everything you've done has not been enough and stuff like that kind of hurts. So those are the things that I am talking about when it comes to defending yourself. We just need to be very mindful of new parents, and even people that are not new parents. We get criticized all the time, and my mistake is not defending myself with people. I really regret that, because a lot of things with Isaac I just let slide, just because everything that's been going on with the pandemic, I didn't want to hurt anybody's feelings. And to be honest, we are our baby's advocate, so we gotta do what we gotta do. We gotta offend who we gonna offend just to defend our babies, and we can't let people do whatever they want with them. It's absolutely unacceptable. So that is something that I will change for next time, and I'm currently changing them now because obviously, you know, he's 7 months. So I will continue to do that and defend myself. And defending yourself does not need to be in an angry or nasty way. It could be in a nice way. So next thing is not switching him to his own room. Not switching him to his own room sooner. I know that you're supposed to do it at 4 months. And I think we did it around that time, but switching him to his own room was so much better for Isaac because he is very independent and our bathroom is in our room, so we will always wake him up, and sleep for them is so crucial now because it helps them so much with the development. So we were bothering him a lot. So if that's your case and you're kind of bothering your baby a lot with entering the room and stuff like that, and also something for us is that we wanted our alone time, and we couldn't really because he was in the room, and I couldn't really get dressed, get ready, just feel more comfortable, you know, and like do my feminine stuff because he was in the room. Like I had to literally like be like this, like from 7 p.m. like all night. I couldn't do anything in my room, and it was really weighing on my mental state. And yeah, I wish we would have done it sooner. And he loved it. After we switched him, he slept so much. He was like, guys, why didn't you do this sooner? So, and the next thing is not stopping breastfeeding sooner. It's really hard on your mental state. Breastfeeding is not easy. I don't understand why some people think that breastfeeding is easy, because breastfeeding is really hard. It's one of the hardest things that I've ever done in my life. Not the breastfeeding part, because I absolutely love breastfeeding, but I already stopped breastfeeding, and it's something that has been really hard for me because I really wanted to continue. But when you have a baby with allergies and stuff like that, it's really hard, and it plays a lot into your mental state. For me, it was affecting my health and everything. So when it's affecting your health, and I will always think that he was not getting enough, so I will always be worried. So it just made my first couple of months as a mom be very, very hard. Like I was always worried, and I'm a huge believer in that you have to be the best mom that you can, but how can you be the best mom if you're like being worried? So that's why I think I wish I would have quit sooner, because I feel like I would have been in a better mental state if I had. I don't know if that makes sense. And the next thing is not letting him wake up on his own. I know it sounds weird, but I know, oh my God, sleep training is so hard. Like there's just so many things, and like sometimes it gets annoying because they tell you have to wake your baby up, wake him up by 7, blah, blah. But something I did notice, meanwhile I was sleep training Isaac, and it was just recently, I just noticed it's like last week, guys. And he's 7 months. Letting them waking up on their own just makes them happier throughout the day, because if you wake them up, like all the sleep training people say, they kind of feel like mad at you on the day. And that was Isaac. Isaac, he did not like me waking him up, and I don't blame him. Like I don't blame him for being mad. Like he was mad at me so many times because I would wake him up, and I was just like, wow, like this would have made my life so much easier if I would just let him wake up. And he just wakes up on his own around 7:30 or 8 a.m. and I don't need to wake him up, and he wakes up such a happy baby now, and it just changes like our mood throughout the whole day. So definitely see if that will help you guys, because that really has been helping us. All right, so my next point is, okay, it's such a controversial topic, but it's pretty much being more educated when it comes to vaccines. And I am no like person that's against vaccines and stuff. I just don't think that they're all necessary. And I am a mom who their child was affected by the vaccines, and one thing that we can agree on is that not all vaccines are necessary, and vaccines have side effects. They do have side effects, believe it or not. If you don't want to admit it or not, it's the truth. And I'm not going to go into all the details, but I am a mom that my son was affected by vaccines, unfortunately, and it is what it is. I just wished I would have been more mindful about vaccines. I started learning about them like so late in my pregnancy, and then I straight went to give birth. You guys know I gave birth at 35 weeks, so I was literally in the hospital like looking for some vaccines, and it was so fast, so soon, that I I just kind of, in my opinion, messed up. And that's something that it will always come back and haunt me, because you will feel responsible for some things, some of the side effects that he has had based on the vaccines. And I know for sure they were the vaccines. I am not making this up. This is something that it's completely there in the internet if you want to go look it up. It's a lot. And then number 9 is buying so many sleep training courses. Guys, I bought so many sleep training courses that I really did not need to waste my money on. There's a lot of Facebook groups that help me now, ask questions 24/7, and people are just there to help me. And then Taking Care of Babies does have a Instagram page where she posts so many information, and she has blogs that everything's free. And then the Ferber, like everything, it's like there. Google has everything, and you really don't need to purchase so many. I purchased a lot of them, and they were like $40, $50 each, and I spent a lot of money, and I kind of regret it. They did help me. It's not like they didn't help me completely, but just like PDFs and like pages and pages, I'm like, that's just not for me. I need like somebody to tell me, and that's why we did hire a sleep consultant, because PDFs of stuff I can't do. I'm visual, I need videos. So I regret buying so many sleep courses where people help you, your family helps you, like your friends, their experiences, Google, Facebook groups. So definitely one advice, do not buy so many, because it's really not worth it. And they're all the same at the end of the day also. They're like all the same, but they have different names. Number 10 is not taking enough shoulder walks. I'm sorry if I'm talking like this. I have a little cut on my tongue, and it's like, oh my god, it's killing me. But yeah, as a new mom and stuff, especially giving birth during quarantine, and living by myself here in the States, and even if you're not those things, even if you're not going through those things, just daylight and sunlight will make you feel so much better. Like I started implementing this, and even like going to Walmart or Target with Isaac, and just like not even need to buy anything, just taking like walks with him outside. We have a park next door, and that was just making me feel so much better, guys. Like during my times where I was just not feeling well, taking those walks with Isaac, they were just so good. And it's also proven that babies who get sunlight sleep better at night. He's been sleeping good to me. But yeah, taking more walks, it's great for your mental state, and it will just get you out the house, make you feel better. Do something different. I know that we're all stuck here at home now with quarantine and stuff like that, so maybe that will help you guys. Tuck is waking up. No. Okay, next one. 11, getting an epidural. So guys, I got an epidural 2 times, and I got it fixed another time. So pretty much I got epidural 3 times, and by the time that I was ready to push, I only had it on my left leg. The only thing numb was my left leg. People could argue and say, no, you had something. No. I felt a lot of things, and I have a good pain tolerance, and I feel like I could have done it without the epidural. I probably will get it again, to be honest. I regret it, but in the moment, who knows, I will probably get it again. But guys, my back is so bad. I am 27 years old, and my back is so bad. Like playing with Isaac hurts a lot. So if I don't have to get it again, I won't get it. I have a really high pain tolerance. You guys saw my birth vlog, and yeah, I just regret getting it because I was so scared. But to be honest, it wasn't that scary to me. Yeah, it wasn't that scary as I thought. I feel like the next time I could do it. What do you guys think? Please remind me on my next pregnancy, don't get an epidural. And then the next thing, number 12, is not taking my prenatal vitamins. Guys, look at my hair. I'm still going through hair loss. I had so many health issues because I did not take my prenatals. Please guys, take your prenatals every single day for months and months and months after you give birth, and also I read that postpartum depression also gets worse if you don't take your prenatals. The hair loss, and just a change of vitamins, like just cutting something so fast, it really affects you. So definitely keep on taking it, because it will be very beneficial for you, and especially if you're breastfeeding, you need all those nutrients. And I really regret, because all these health issues would have been avoided, I feel, if I would have just taken my prenatals. And the next thing, number 13, is not going to bed early when Isaac goes to bed and staying on my phone. That is something that moms do so much. We don't go to bed when our babies go to bed around 7:30 or 8. We stay up and clean and cook and do all these amazing mom things, but then we go to sleep like at 12 and 1 a.m. and the babies wake up at 6 or 7, and then we're so exhausted and they have to do the same thing over and over again every single day. So that's me right now. I just described me. Oh my goodness, that has been the hardest thing ever. And this is why I'm filming this video right now. It's literally 8:08 a.m. and I started this like at 7 a.m. and I'm running on like 4 hours of sleep, guys. I'm running 4 hours. It's just incredible how I'm such a night owl, and I need to cut that off. I need to stop. I need to go to sleep early. Okay, if I don't want to go to sleep when Isaac goes to sleep around 7:30 or 8, at least be in bed by 11. That's my goal, because we will be so much happier throughout the day with them and not tired. I am guilty of taking naps with him. He takes 2 naps now, and if I could take those 2 naps with him, I would take those 2 naps with him, because I'm so tired and it does not feel well. I feel like vomiting, throwing up so many times because I'm so tired and I cannot keep doing that. And number 14 is not taking enough pictures pregnant and with my husband and not enjoying my pregnancy. I did not enjoy my pregnancy. My pregnancy was a really hard pregnancy, and I don't want to say that I had it hard, my pregnancy, but I kind of did. My pregnancy was not fun, and if you haven't followed my videos, I will try to link down some below for you guys. But I had gestational diabetes, had a family member that passed away. I moved across the country. I'm by myself here. It's been a lot. So and I also was like, not depressed, but I was just annoyed my whole pregnancy, and I did not like how I looked pregnant. I didn't feel comfortable in my own skin, so I didn't enjoy it. I didn't take pictures with my husband. I didn't take a lot of pictures, and I regret that so much now looking back. I wish I would have taken a lot of pictures with my husband pregnant. Like, I just didn't. I really disliked how I look, guys. I really did. I tried to do one of those cute pregnancy little videos where like progression whatever, and nah, I was like, I really didn't like how I looked, and I didn't look bad, but I mean, in my head I looked bad, but did I really? Probably not. Number 15 is letting family boss me around. This is kind of the same as the other one, standing up for yourself. Family members will often think they know your baby better, but they don't. And they would sometimes tell you advice, and you're like, okay, thank you. I mean, I've been with my child 7 months, so I think I kind of know how to give him a bath, how to do this, how to feed him. They do it in a nice way, but sometimes they forget that you know that. And not so much that, but like, okay, example with the water, giving newborns water. Newborns do not need water. I am telling you, newborns do not need water. It is not recommended, and having family members bully you, my family, because they think that newborns should drink water and you're an awful mom if you don't give them water. Excuse me, no. They need to understand that is not their child, period. Number 16 is not buying a pack and play sooner. Pack and plays are so good. I wish I would have bought a pack and play instead of bassinet. I did not need a bassinet. I think a pack and play would have been exactly what he needed. It's just the best thing ever. You could travel with them. You could just fold them. They're sturdy. They're good quality. I'm still using my bassinet now. I absolutely love my bassinet. Sorry, my pack and play. And that's what I use for him in New York when we travel. He has his crib now, but I wish I would have just bought a pack and play instead of a bassinet. It's more convenient and cheaper. You can get it for like $40 in Burlington, so definitely check it out. And then number 17 is buying a changing table instead of a normal dresser. We bought a changing table and we took up the changing pad on top, and we just use it on a normal dresser. I didn't like the angle. You know the angle where, okay, this is the table, right? The changing pad will be, you have to face this way. I like facing this way. I do not like facing this way. So for that reasons, I'm out. Like Shark Tank. But no, I really regret buying a changing table. Don't buy a changing table. Just buy a regular dresser and then just put a changing pad on top. That's literally the best advice that I could give you. It just didn't work out for us. And then the next thing is not buying enough bibs. Okay, so we did have bibs, but for some weird, odd reason in my mind, only in my mind, I did not want to put bibs on Isaac. I felt like bibs were so ugly. And I was just like, I don't want him to be walking around with a bib. Like I just did not like the look of bibs. I don't know why. Something in my head weirdly did not like bibs. So I was just not, I just was not putting bibs, and I was not buying enough bibs. But then he started teething and I was like, okay, I think I should put a bib on because I was doing so much laundry. He was just drooling everywhere and I was like, no. And I started smelling like drool. That was nasty. And then number 19 is too many pumps and bottles. Oh my God. Ugh. Guys, if you breastfeed or if you pump and feed, whatever, there's no need to buy so many bottles and different pumps. I was like, I'm telling you, my breastfeeding experience has been insane. I wasted so much money on pumps. I was getting mentally drained and exhausted. So I started buying these hand-free pumps because I didn't want to be tied to a machine in like the corner of my couch. I wanted to just be around and, you know, be sitting and stuff like that. And yeah, it's just, I bought too many pumps and now I feel like everything in my house, every cabinet has a bag full of pump parts. So I'm just, yeah, and I wasted so much money too. Like we should be saving money instead of wasting, guys. The last thing is not checking for tongue tie. I do not know if you guys know what tongue tie is. I'm gonna tell you what tongue tie because it's gonna save you a lot of stress. So tongue tie is pretty much, tongue is not released 100%. So you kind of talk like that because your tongue, I don't know how to explain it, it's just tied. Your tongue is tied. It really affects babies with breastfeeding, guys. A lot of people are tongue-tied in the world. I did not know that. My baby was tongue-tied and we had to get a release for him. If you did not see that video, I will highly suggest you go watch it because a lot of moms have issues with breastfeeding and then give up breastfeeding, but they just don't know about tongue-tie. That almost ruined our breastfeeding experience because he was getting so tired breastfeeding because he just, his tongue tie was like really, really strong and he just couldn't suck. That's pretty much what it is. He couldn't suck because his tongue was tied all the way back, and then we had to pretty much release it and get laser surgery. And that really helped us with breastfeeding. And there's a lot of people in the world that are tongue tie, and obviously our moms and our grandparents did not know about this. So that's like really big issue. So now every time I have a friend that's giving birth, I'm like, check for tongue tie because tongue tie, insane. Tongue tie is insane. And yeah, so thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if there's anything down below that you guys would have done differently as well, please let me know and I would definitely reply to you guys and we could chat and we could talk. But thank you so much for watching. I love you guys. God bless you, and I will see you in my next video very soon. Bye, guys.
Even if you tried, you wouldn't understand it. Maybe something's missing inside of you. Just a bit of sugar.